Well, this is the Glass Family Research Institute of Early Childhood Studies at NMSU. Let's check it out. So my name is Emery Heredia. I'm majoring in early childhood education, and I have been working with the Glass Family Research Institute for Early Childhood Studies for a year now. And I'm specializing in early childhood and just kind of like being a teacher. So this space is designed specifically for all NMSU students. So anybody from any college or any major can come here and work on homework. We have new computers and a bunch of supplies for them to use. So this space is open to anyone, kind of just like a place to do homework, relax. So the Glass Family Research Institute is an institute that's influenced by young children, families, community members, and early childhood educators. It was designed to bring awareness to research, to educational policies, and collaborative work. It's also here to serve young children, families, and people in the community. Last semester was a huge part in what we were doing at the Glass Family Research Institute. So we were the Family and Friends Project. We were creating multicultural activities for children, specifically toddlers in the community. So we purchased materials, we came up with activities, tie it back to multicultural education, and then we would get the materials, prepare the packets, and distribute them. And initially it started just here at NMSU, and we would hand them out in O'Donnell Hall. So we started making social media channels, and we started, getting followers and people, from children, families, educators, and we're like, okay, this is going to be one of our platforms. We're going to promote what we're doing on here, and we did. And then another thing we did was get in touch with the people that we've collaborated with the CAA, with Boombox, with Hardin, and they were able to help us and, spread a little bit more about what we are, because we are new to New Mexico State. This was like our big space last year. It also just got furnished. But this is where Lucia and I did all of the activities for all of the projects we worked on.
So working with the Glass Family Research Institute, as well as with it was so rewarding last semester and this last summer, we were just busy making activities, working with students, working with different organizations.
And in each activity packet, we would have a flyer that says, this is who we are, this is what we're doing, come by for more activities. We're gonna be doing them, all semester long. And, we're tying it to multicultural education and basically what the Glass Family Research Institute stands for.
We really expanded our knowledge as well as our awareness as far as culturally diverse activities and students.
We just had so many people interested and wanting our activities for their children or, the children that they were taking care of. And so I think we were making anywhere between like 200 to 500 packets a week.
The thing that stands out to me most is our first activity we did. We did it with rice, water bottles. That was some of our materials for the activity. And we never considered we were giving them out to several students, and it never occurred to us that we had homeless students who are homeless. You never think that your 2-year-old or your toddler is homeless, and the reality is it's not fair for them to go home and play with rice or go home to the shelter in reality to play with rice or to spray the water bottle because that's their necessity. So that was definitely a learning experience for me.
And after that, we kind of started thinking, okay, we have a lot of materials activities. What can we do to provide activities where maybe you don't need materials? And after that, we started, sharing songs, rhymes, poems, exercises, stuff that you didn't need materials for. And again, we would all tie it back to multicultural education. So this was the Family and Friends Project. These were our giveaways. We did tons of giveaways for people that liked and shared us on social media. And for every activity, we provided the materials. So all of the materials were put into a bag along with the activity. This was a huge part of what we did as student workers, was getting the materials, purchasing them, and then putting them together like this. when I think about what the Glass Family Research Institute is and what it serves, I mean, its purpose is to be here for young children, families, and educators. And a huge part about being an educator and working with young children is seeing the importance of family and community. And in collaboration, not only have we been able to put forth our work out there and get people to know a little bit more about what we do, but we've also gotten to learn a lot more about what's out there in the community. We've gotten to see the different organizations that exist here in our local community that serve children, and thinking of ways that we can continue to serve them and more ways that we can help support local children and children in New Mexico in general.
Aiden, what is diversity? Right? So social awareness, so we're just being aware, right? The ability to understand the perspectives of and emphasize with others, including those from diverse backgrounds, cultures, stuff like that, right? You may not realize it, but working with these students, creating these diverse activities, it's really impacted me to be a better person, kinder, more accepting of all of our human nature. Even though he got judged. Go. Girlfriend. What else? So why is it important to be kind? We're all different. Because we're all human. Hey guys, kind.
Teachers aren't just teachers anymore. They're counselors, they're parents, they're nurses. These kids come to us and it's more than just being in the classroom from 8 to 3. I mean, at first I chose early childhood just because I wanted to be a teacher, but as I've gone through my time at NMSU, I've done this because I want to be here for children and families and even my community. I want to make a difference in children and families' lives. I want to focus on multicultural education because that's something that I'm really, really passionate about. I want to be able to give back to my community. I think education is such a beautiful major, and being a teacher is just such a wonderful profession. And I feel like I can really make a difference in my work as an educator through young children, and I want to continue to work with them, and I just want to make sure that regardless of background or race or religion, that every child and family feels valued and appreciated. And I see myself making a big difference in my career and in my community just by attending this university, what I've learned here and what I want to give back. Go Aggies! Go Aggies!